Hello, welcome once again to our channel. Thank you for constantly watching our videos. Thank you for subscribing to this channel. Always available to give you values and details on how you can manage your solar system, both the installations, maintenance, costing, evaluations, assessments, and equally how to kick off the solar business part time. So in our channel, we always have all you need to give you every damn thing you need to know about solar energy. Today, I have a very important topic to discuss with you, and this topic is important to both the installer, the user, the supplier, the business owner, entrepreneur, anyone that wants to venture into solar business or you want to start making use of renewable energy called solar energy. This video is for you. Stay connected, keep watching, like, share and comment. Always available to attend to every form of questions that you have concerning solar energy, and when you drop your questions within few minutes, the answers will be released to you. Thank you for watching. Like I said, our topic today is very crucial and important, and the topic is this: what are the factors that causes battery explosion? Yes, there are dangers that we encounter in solar system, and these dangers are the things that threaten people from using solar energy. And one of those dangers are explosions of batteries because of the chemical reactions in the battery. So what could be the cause of battery to explode? I have so many factors that I'll be discussing on. Factors like overcharging should be considered. Factors of physical damage should be considered. Factors like the manufacturing defects should be considered. Factors also like improper installations or connections is also important. We will also consider another one like the maintenance. How often do you maintain it? The exposure to extreme temperature. So most of the times there are things to consider when you are running your solar installation, especially the deep cycle batteries, whether lithium battery, tubular battery, or dry cell, AGM, regular water batteries. All of them are important to be put into consideration whenever you are doing the installations. These are basically affected by temperature of the environment, temperature of where you position them, temperature of the room where they are, the temperature of the sun are also important. Then you also consider the internal short circuit devices that you use for it. So you should be properly ensure that an internal short circuit that occurs within that time does not linger long or stay long during the process. So these are the factors you need to know. And I have another one that is very important too, which is the poor quality or counterfeits, as you know. So when you have a poor quality battery, the tendency of it exploding is high. When you have a counterfeit, fake, things that does not last, things that does not have the ability to retain current, things that absorbs much charges without giving it out at the appropriate rate, all these things affect your battery to explode. And when that happens, it causes damage to the environment. It is casualty also to human. Therefore, it should be treated with cautions. That's why it is important. You must be sure that you are selecting quality, nothing but quality, when this cycle battery is meant to be selected. Then you consider the chemical reactions. Most batteries are chemically formed, just like we have the lithium iron phosphate batteries, we have the tubular batteries, all of them, the lead acid, all these things are chemicals. So you should also consider their chemical compositions when you are about to make your selections of the kind of battery to use. Then we have the improper disposal or recycling. When your battery is bad, where do you take it to? What happens once they are no longer in use? They are not meant to litter it in the environment or throw it anyhow to where people can be affected by the chemical combinations. What you need to do is to dispose it properly to the people that can recycle it, or you dispose it to the companies that manage waste, because the chemicals are dangerous to the body and also to human, even other living things within the environment also. Then we have what we call water ingressions. So what is it mean? What does it mean when you have water? When you allow water to enter into your battery, you already know that water is a conductor, even though we call it a poor conductor. So there is a tendency of it bridging two terminals. So when it causes short circuit within the two terminals, you see that it will cause explosion of the battery, and when this happens, the battery will be totally damaged, and the cost of running such installations is gone. And when you consider it, you see that it is very high and dangerous to the system. So I urge you part time that whenever you want to select your battery, you must be careful of all these factors. You must be able to prevent the losses of wealth, losses of money, losses of time, losses of effort. We must equally be able to conserve the materials which we have and have a proper use of them. So to prevent this risk, it is essential to use high quality batteries. Understand? Follow the manufacturer's instructions, the manuals, the guidelines, know the features, know everything that it contains, and equally ensure that have a proper maintenance techniques which will guarantee the environmental conditions when necessary. So let me show you with the sample I have here, there are things you must avoid when you are running your installations. First of all, when you are selecting batteries like this, when you are selecting batteries like this, you can see the warning. This is the name of the battery, this is the amperage, this is the voltage, this is the equivalent of this amperage in kilowatts. Understand? Kilowatts hour. So this battery is named lithium iron phosphate battery. So what it means is that for you to use this battery, you must first of all go through what we call BMS. What is BMS? Battery management system. So the battery management system should be able to give you the data analysis of this battery and equally help you to select the required amperage for your job. So these are the conditions you must meet. One, you shouldn't reverse the battery connections or short circuit it. What is short circuit? Short circuit means bridging two terminals, different terminals together. This is a positive, this is a positive, and this is a negative terminal. So when you are trying to cause short circuit, it means you are bridging these together. That's what is called short circuit, because when you do this, the current will be excess, and excess current, which now generate more charges to the batteries, will definitely affect the cells which the battery is composed of. Then let me take you to the second. You know that you shouldn't use non-dedicated chargers to charge them. When you are charging this battery, there are specified capacities of charger, either the charge controller or the normal charger for the inverter. You should be able to know that there are designated amperage for this battery to be charged. Then you do not disassemble or burn the battery. When you heat this battery, the temperature will go high, and because the chemicals are inside are vulnerable to heat, whenever you see this battery heated, it will definitely affect the chemicals, and the chemical reaction will cause what we call explosion of this battery. And do not allow water to enter the batteries. Yes, this battery is not meant to be poured water. It is not tubular battery. Even in the tubular battery, we don't use normal water. We use what we call distilled water, which helps to maintain the cells. So this is very important that whenever you are running your installations, you should be able to take note of this. Then don't use the protection current exceeding the BMS. You see, this is what I said. battery management system and the current rating is 100 amps. So you shouldn't use something bigger than this, because when you exceed this, the overcharging will have effects on it. So it is important to know that whenever you are using your battery, you must consider these factors. These factors I said include overcharging. But overcharging occurs when a battery receives more current than it can handle, causing the internal heat buildup in the system. So you should run away from it by making sure that there's nothing like thermal runaway, because there are dangerous situations where the battery temperature increases unconditionally and potentially causing an explosion. So you shouldn't allow it to explode for any reason. Then you consider the physical damage. What are the physical damage? How healthy is the part of the battery? Make sure that there's no breakage, make sure there's no leakage, make sure there's no crack on the battery. So these are very important, because these are the things such as puncturing or crushing the battery, because this can compromise internal structures, which will also cause explosion. So you should know that it is not proper to be exposed to flammable materials that will lead to overheating. Then we also look at the manufacturing defects. Poor quality materials or error during manufacturing process can cause defects in the battery, especially in the internal structure. So you must make sure that the manufacturers meet up with what they specify for use. Then we have also improper installations and maintenance. What is improper installation? Incorrect installation or improper maintenance of solar batteries, such as incompatible components or neglecting necessary maintenance check, can cause malfunction. Faulty connections, corrosion, or poor ventilation may lead to overheating. This is very important. You must ensure that the environment is well ventilated. They shouldn't allow overheating to affect the battery. So then exposure to extremely temperature. When you allow it exposed to the sun, battery is made up of chemicals. So when you expose it to the sun, there's a tendency of those chemicals trying to react with the temperature when they are built up, which can definitely affect the housing of the battery and then explode, causing harm to the environment. So extreme heat or cold can cause the battery internal component to degrade, leading to leakages or shortages. Then high temperatures in particular ways can accelerate chemical reaction inside the battery, like I explained. Then we have internal short circuit. An internal short circuit occurs when the battery is an unintended connection between different parts of the batteries. Yes, this affects the internal degradation, manufacturing effects, or other factors, leading to rapid heating and potentially explosion. Poor quality or counterfeit. I cannot overemphasize this. Whenever you are choosing your battery, the choice of your battery should be based on quality. I repeat, should be based on quality. High quality will give you high text of this service. High quality will give you long and lasting solution to your solar equipment. Then the chemical reactions also, like I said, the lithium-ion type rely on chemical reaction to store and release energy. So they shouldn't be done. If this reaction become uncontrollable due to damage or overcharging, they can generate excessive heat. Don't allow it to be excessively heated. Then improper disposal or recycling. Improper disposal or recycling of solar batteries can expose them to damaging conditions such as crushing or puncturing. This can lead to damage or dangerous chemical reactions or explosions. So avoid it. Then water ingress. Don't allow water to enter or to flow in because it is not meant for water. It is chemically composed. So don't allow water, because if water enters the battery or the battery housing, it can cause electrical short circuit or chemical reaction leading to overheating, swelling, and potentially explode when it is overheated. To prevent this risk, it is essential to use high quality batteries, follow the manufacturer's instructions and the manual instructions, the maintenance guidelines, and ensure proper environmental conditions for the operation of this battery. Like I said, this is what we mean by BMS. This displays what the battery can do and what it cannot do. This is the USB for lithium, this particular lithium batteries. You see the specifications, you have 12.8, you have 12.8, you have 12.8. So if I switch on this, it will indicate the battery voltage, which is at fully charged, it is 100%, 13.4 volts. So when you now apply load, all these indicators will start coming up. So it is important that you use your BMS to analyze this, or use what we call battery analyzer. If you cannot, if the battery does not have BMS like this, you can use battery analyzer to do that. I'm sure you are getting value in my channel. Kindly, as I constantly give you every information you need in solar energy. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video.